Hello, everyone. Welcome to TOI Digital, your daily guide to all that's happening in Indian cricket. Beyond the Boundaries, the name of the show. We've got a power pack panel. Dwaipen Datta joins us from ground zero in Guwahati, or rather Baraspara. Nitin Naik joins us from Mumbai. Pratyush Raj, as always, from in front of his bookshelf. And we'll very shortly have Gaurav Gupta also joining us uh, with us on the show. But we'll go straight to the man on ground zero. Mr. Dwaipen Datta, welcome to the chat straight from Guwahati. I just want to know from you, pre match, not even pre-match, pre-match, or rather the modern term match day -2 press conference by the batting coach Sitanshu Kotak. Why did he take up the name or take up the issue about the criticism of Gautam Gambhir? Did it come provoked or unprovoked?
It was not provoked. He was just asked about the uh, like the about the batting failures and the nature of the pitch, etc. And it didn't have much to do with the Eden Gardens pitch. Also, the question was not related to the Eden Gardens pitch, so it was absolutely unprovoked. It's that he had decided that he will say that, uh, and and then he went after it. From the tone and the tenor of the thing, what I felt was he was probably going at Saurav Ganguly, because Saurav Ganguly had said in an interview just after the match that India's India wanted to play on that kind of a pitch, and India's best chance of a turnaround is playing on good pitches. These were the two main points that he had made. So you could see that it didn't go down well with the team, because he was the CAB president, he was the man there, and obviously there are issues there. You can see there are issues there, and um, I quite clearly felt that it was a counter to that, and Sitanshu Kotak took it upon himself, or it was probably decided, I don't know, like uh, to defend Gambhir, because uh, what Sitanshu Kotak all said that they did not want the pitch to be this bad. They wanted a turner, but they did not want it to be this bad, where the soil is coming out, etc., etc. That was what they were looking for, which is a direct contradiction to what Gambhir had said. Gambhir had said they wanted a pitch like that. So now it's turned to re re-defend Gambhir now that Gambhir has taken the bullet. So it is it's a kind of a bravado, that the game of bravado that is going on, and these, I don't know how many points. Definitely does not add to WTC points. That's for sure.
Okay, Pratyush, coming to you, there's a comment by Priyanshu. He's saying, Pratyush sir, ये book सिर्फ aesthetic के लिए है या कभी पढ़ते भी हो? So we'll
8 साल लग गए हैं यार, 8 साल लग गए एक एक जोड़ के खरीदा पढ़ा, उसके बाद बुक सेल्फ खरीदने अगले इसी साल खरीदा है, तो एस्थेटिक ही है, लेकिन आप पढ़ा आधा से ज्यादा, लाइक 90% पढ़ रखा है तो
So Pratyush, जानना ये है, I want to know this from you. This
yes.
question about the batting coach, uh, uh, quite unnecessary, like to make it an issue.
Yes.
Dwaipen probably is in a state of conflict because uh, he mentioned Saurav Ganguly, but also his current city mate also is at the center of everything because Mr. Srikanth has also gone after Gautam Gambhir consistently over the last few months. So I can understand his predicament. But for you, what do you think was the reason for?
I don't know. I think it's plain and simple. Mr. Kotak can take a bullet for Gautam Gambhir. That's why he's the batting coach, right? And the few things, like it was sheer bravado, as the pan as rightly mentioned it. Matlab, क्या बोलना है, आप कुछ बोल रहे हो जबरदस्ती, बोल रहे हो कि गौतम के अगेंस्ट एजेंडा है। जब टीम खराब होती है तो बैटिंग कोच के को कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं करता। he threw himself under the bus also, like सब कुछ। एंड it was very un सितांशु कोटक kind of प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस अभी तक जितने हुए हैं। एंड थोड़ा स्क्रिप्टेड भी लग रहा था। इट लुक लाइक दैट ही केम प्रिपेयर्ड, वेल प्रिपेयर्ड, वेल रिहर्स, जैसे सूर्या का दुबई वाला है। हाँ, मतलब वो सारा लग रहा था स्क्रिप्टेड है, अच्छी सी स्क्रिप्ट आई हुई है।
और स्टीव स्मिथ, या स्टीव
और
स्मिथ इन
स्टीव,
पर्ल.
या स्टीव स्मिथ मोंटी बने से जो प्री, सो वी वर टॉकिंग। तो इट वाज लाइक दैट वेरी, आई मीन सितांशु कोटक इज नोन फॉर हिज गुड डिफेंस, बट ही प्लेड काइंड ऑफ अ बैसबॉल एंड काफी केयरलेस, काफी केयरलेस कमेंट किया। अभी आई डोंट नो, आई फेल टू अंडरस्टैंड वेदर ही वाज डिफेंडिंग गौतम गंभीर और ही पुट गौतम गंभीर इन अ स्पॉट। सो वो थोड़ा मतलब डबल ये हो गया। एंड अभी वही होगा। आई डोंट नो, आई मीन व्हाट द पांसर हैज सेड, आई थिंक ही वाज देयर एंड ही वाज एब्सोल्युटली राइट। ब्रावाडो ज्यादा था, और आई फेल टू अंडरस्टैंड द इंटायर कॉन्टेक्स्ट कि कहना क्या चाहते हो आप। बात ही नहीं पहुंच पा रही, आप कहना क्या चाह रहे हो।
So, are you trying to say that somebody might say overacting के 50 रुपए काटो?
हाँ, मतलब थोड़ा काट लो बैटिंग कोच का, लाइक अपने आप को भी बोल रहे हैं कि फिर जस्टिफाई कर रहे हैं क्यों इतने सारे दो लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर खरीदे। देखो, एंड एंड पॉइंट इज
खरीद
दैट कि खरीदे
प्रत्युष
नहीं,
खरीदे
खिलाए,
नहीं.
खिलाए।
वो
सॉरी।
दिसंबर 15 को.
हाँ, एंड सर, एंड पॉइंट इज लाइक जस्ट वन थिंग, in eastern part of India you can't produce a rank turner. You'll have to understand it. ये play Eden में कभी अनिल कुंबले was furious. If I mean I can't exactly, I don't know exact quote, but he was saying he has played at Eden so many years, since under 19 days. Eden का पिच ऐसा नहीं देखा। It was आकिब जावेद doing the thing जो पाकिस्तान में रैंक टर्नर ड्राई करके, सुखा के, स्क्रब करके, पूरा ऐसा करके, that's what happened. If you see the wickets that were taken in domestic cricket, वहाँ हमेशा सामी, आकाशदीप, मुकेश, सूरज जायसवाल एंड शाहबाज लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर, his wickets are mostly in the third inning or in the fourth innings. तो इफ यू, अगर आप टैंपर करोगे तो आपका वही है ना, आपने ट्रैप सेट किया, आप खुद फंस गए। आप बबूल का पेड़ रोप रहे हो, आप आम तो नहीं निकलेंगे उसमें। that's a simple thing.
ओके. एक कमेंट है फ्रॉम फिट मॉन्क, ही सेइंग जीजी भाई यहाँ है तो फिर कोचिंग कौन दे रहा है टीम को? ये हम मिस्ट्री सॉल्व करेंगे बहुत जल्द. पर वेलकम टू द शो जीजी, थैंक्स अ लॉट. नितिन, कमिंग टू यू फर्स्ट बिफोर आई गो टू जीजी. What did you make of this whole thing that we saw with Sitanshu Kotak? Quite unexpected from Sitanshu Kotak.
Yeah, I mean, it was bizarre. You see the press conference, even Chandresh of Gautam Gambhir in Kolkata. I made it a point to listen to the entire audio clip. He said that we lose as a team, we win as a team. And what did he do when he was asked about the bowling changes? He threw Rishabh Pant under the bus. He said, "Captain, so whether that also was very convenient from his part to say that नहीं ऋषभ पंत भी ऋषभ पंत ने सोचा तो so ठीक, so here also." And I don't think this was just a counter to Saurav Ganguly. It was also a counter to all the other people who have been after the coaching staff. I think Mohammad Kaif also recently came out with a video where he said that how are these appointments made of these batting coaches? How are these appointments made? Because earlier on there used to be a proper process of how coaches are appointed, but nowadays people like Sitanshu Kotak and all, they've just straight away got in without going through a proper rigor. So I
Yeah,
think
because
all this that he
the
spoke today
the
was a
CSE
counter.
doesn't. CSE's two members are only there. Third member is not there. So
Is not there. Yeah. So it's all been it's been a marriage of convenience now for too long, and I think all this was deliberately said to stir the pot and disrupt or distract the attention from the real issue, which is the Indian red ball team.
जीजी, सवाल ये है आपसे कि we speaking about Sitanshu Kotak, but there's still no clarity about your captain Shubman Gill. Those sources, the famous sources of Indian cricket have already revealed that he's not playing. Uh, uh, to add to that, this comment by batting coach, where do you think this Test match is headed now?
नहीं, शुभमन गिल तो नहीं खेलने वाले थे. That was very clear, and that is what I wrote yesterday in my story for TY today. It was very apparent that unless he has two net sessions, which he was never going to have, he would not play in the test match. And unless he was 100%, he was not going to play. So what ruled out was even though the precisely said that he's going there to Guwahati, that was purely his own initiative, and he didn't want to leave any stone unturned in not wanting to play. He's desperate to play, which one can understand. But at this stage, with India losing the series, down the series 1-0. तो ये तो रही शुभमन गिल की बात है. The second part of your question about Kotak, I think Kotak has come through the hard times. ऐसा नहीं है. India एक coach रहे वो for a while. I would not. My problem is that how much is he able to help the batters in this kind of a situation? And here he is just a part of a whole system, wherein the head coach and the captain, and in this case purely the head coach, captain तो भी नया ही है, and also injured, is desperate to see turning tracks every time India plays at home. And it's not just him. This was also a problem with Rahul Dravid and Ravi Shastri. Remember, this whole exercise started in 15-16 when Ravi Shastri was the head coach and Virat Kohli was the captain. And then we saw these absolutely mindless turners. And I think Simon Harmer referred to that when he said that this Kolkata pitch is nothing compared to the pitch in Mohali in 2015-16. It broke on the first day itself. So ये last 10 years से जो हो रहा है ना farce India के test season में, this has been going on for too long. But I do believe that things are improving, and I'm told that the track in Guwahati will play out in a much better fashion. And now finally the coach has been told that sab aapki nahi chalega when it comes to the wickets, and we need good decent wickets to play on. So hopefully what I've been told comes true, and we see decent wicket at Guwahati, and going on further also next year when we play the BGT and all. That is again hoping against home, but hopefully at Guwahati they will see a decent wicket.
Okay, Fit Monk says कोटक सर को टीवी सीरियल्स में एक्टिंग करनी चाहिए, थोड़ा ज्यादा हो गया वो अभी. आई डोंट थिंक इज रीच दैट लेवल, बट जीजी इट्स आल्सो द डर. वो डर है ना, वो डर है क्योंकि हमारा धुरंधर वहां पे है गुवाहाटी में, जिसकी वजह से वो धुरंधर एक सिनेमा में आने वाला है और एक धुरंधर हमारा पहुंचा हुआ है गुवाहाटी में, जिसके वजह से वो पिच बेहतर होगा. देखिए वो वहां पे बैठे हुए बड़े खामोश तरीके से बैठे हुए अपने कमरे में वहां पर.
I think Dwaypan will be there for fourth day. Hopefully अगर मैच जाएगा तो Dwaypan पूरा हफ्ता भर रहेंगे वहां पर. He won't have to search for an early flight to come back. I think मुझे ऐसा लगता है, I have a feeling this will be, और लाइट का अलग इशू होगा. So I think we're going to lose a lot of overs every day. मैच 3-3:30 बजे तक खत्म हो जाएगा ऐसा लगता है, with considering the light situation there. So I guess the match will stretch to all 5 days. So Dwaypan will have a lot of free time in the evening once his report is done, but he will be there for a week.
But he's still not promising that he will join us on the show. He's stopping short of promise.
6:30 तक तो उनका रिपोर्ट वगैरह सब हो जाएगा. हाँ, 2 प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस वगैरह का भी रहेगा. So yeah, he'll have stuff to do, but hopefully he'll be free.
थोड़ा सांस तो लेंगे यार ऐसे मतलब कर रहे.
He'll go to Kamakya temple.
Okay, तो basically Pratyush is saying थोड़ा सांस तो ले मेरे यार. Arvind Atreya has a question for you. DD sir, will Shubman Gill stay with the team during match, or is he scared of somebody else is becoming captain? Basically, he's sensing that there is some kind of insecurity, and your smile is suggesting that there is some kind of insecurity. You're on mute.
I'm not very sure about that. The position that he is in, where he is now, I'm not very sure about the insecurity. There is probably a desperation on his part to play, but the thing is, see, this was a spasm. What people are saying, what I got to know, I understood is that it's a spasm. The pain is probably coming down, but the issue is that if he rushes, then there could be a relapse. So that is another area of worry. But they are still absolutely not ruled him out, though Gigi may have better sources. But what I spoke to a couple of people around the team, and what Sudhanshu Kotak said, like they are absolutely not ruling him out. Let's see, and I do not think that situation that he is in, he's exactly in a state of like insecurity because he's a good enough player in one day cricket, and if he is fit, he will walk into the one day team as the captain. So I do not really think there is a case for insecurity. Not where he is at the moment in Indian cricket.
Okay. Didi, I just wanted to assure Pawan Bharadwaj, who's a regular, he's saying, I'm in depression. Kya question karo? Is there reason to be depressed?
As in, pressed as in like I, I don't know, like it's the pitch is as as I said, as I've written also, like there is an it's very difficult to gauge what this pitch will be. Like right now, there is a lot of grass on it till till the afternoon, till we left the ground. I'm guessing that will be cut, trimmed, whatever. So if that grass is taken out the way it was in Calcutta by as told by Ravichandran Ashwin that it was taken out by a scrubber, which led to the pitch breaking. If anything on those lines happens, the red soil turners like Bombay 2004 or the New Zealand game last year, those were red soil turners, both got over in 2.5 days. So red soil turners can also be extremely vicious. So because there is bounce in it also. On black soil turners, the bounce is less, but on red soil turners, the bounce is more. So let's see how even if it is a turner, like if it's not a pace friendly pitch. So let's see. Like say I again think pitch will be toss will become very very important.
So, does Pawan Bharadwaj have reason to be depressed, or should he
Not
keep his hopes
just
up?
but worried because definitely there is no reason to be complacent that it's going to be a cakewalk.
Okay. Pratyush, question for you from Sports Highlights 7177. He says, Pratyush, Gautam Gambhir की हर पीसी scripted होती है. You will find terms like team, individual, intent, character, country, courage, and blah blah blah. Is that true?
पता नहीं if अगर स्क्रिप्टेड होती है तो ही नीड्स अ बेटर स्क्रिप्ट राइटर तो लगता तो नहीं है कि मुझे तो काफी अनफिल्टर्ड लगता है एंड वो एक जिस तरीके से आई डोंट नो द वे ही हैज प्लेड क्रिकेट एंड द वे he is very obsessed with his philosophy. Even when he was Delhi's captain, he stopped playing at Kotla, switched Delhi's home games at Rosanara, now banned Rosanara club, जहां पे खेल के उन्मुक्त चंद का करियर खराब हो गया ऑन ग्रीन टॉप. Bowlers like Sumit Narwal went on to play India A and all. बहुत सारे और भी थे जो मीठे बॉलर जो इधर नॉर्थ इंडिया में कहते हैं, जो टप्पा पकड़ के डालने वाले, 6 विकेट हॉल, 7 विकेट हॉल वाले. बट हाँ मतलब दिल्ली एंड अप गोइंग रीचिंग द फाइनल्स जहाँ पे विदर्भा से हार गई थी. एंड उससे एक सीजन पहले भी अच्छा था. एंड इन दैट सीजन ही वाज सैक्ड एज अ कैप्टन. ऋषभ पंत को कैप्टन बना दिया गया था. तो वो मतलब एंड even for KKR, LSG, and now we have seen with India in India also, उनका he is very adamant. वो थोड़ा सा उनका जो एक फिलोसफी है वो उस पे ही काम करते हैं. एंड दैट इज ऑल्सो वो उनके इसमें भी आता है प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में. इन दिल्ली द पिच डिड वेल, 5वें दिन तक गया. यहाँ पे ही क्रिटिसाइज DDCA का क्यूरेटर एंड ऑल एवरीथिंग कि पिच में कैरी नहीं था, दिस एंड दैट. देन ही वेंट ऑन टू डिफेंड ईडन का पिच. तो आई डोंट नो मतलब अगर स्क्रिप्टेड होता तो इतने मोर नहीं आते मतलब. तो वो अच्छा स्क्रिप्ट तो होता है, पटकथा अच्छी होती है ना, फ्रॉम स्टार्ट टू द बिगनिंग आपको एक पकड़ के रखता है. इधर तो कभी अभी चेन्नई जा रहे हो, कभी आप गुवाहाटी चले गए, कभी कलकत्ता घूम गए, फिर बीच में दिल्ली स्टॉप ओवर ले लिया, फिर बॉम्बे आ गया. सो आई थिंक इफ अगर स्क्रिप्टेड है तो ही नीड्स अ बेटर स्क्रिप्ट राइटर.
Okay, there's one more question for you from Dhruv Agiwale. He's asking, Pratyush, is it true Sai is replacing Gill and NKR is replacing Aksar in the second test?
I think Bapan sir can answer this. Like I
Vapan,
think both of
what is
them will
happening?
play most likely. Yeah.
You're on mute, Vapan.
Yeah, Sai is replacing Gill and NKR is replacing whom?
Aksar.
Akhtar. Akhtar didn't bowl today. Akhtar bowled a lot less, hardly bowled when the the top order was batting. So there could be a chance because yeah, eastern part of the country, maybe a little bit of movement. Akhtar, as I see it, Akhtar is probably a better batter. Like when if it's a small game, that is, if it's a tight game where it's 150, 175 game, then Akhtar is mentally a stronger player. But yes, today Akhtar bowled much less, didn't bat in the first 2.5 hours of Indian practice. NKR was bowling. NKR was bowling a lot, but he also didn't bat for the first 2.5 hours. And Sai, I think Washington, they will stick with Washington at number three if Gill doesn't play, and they will probably play Sai at six. That is what I felt from the practice, the way the batting order happened and all that. They will try a new position for Sai and see if it kind of works out. I'm not sure because it's all from practice and I'm not getting it from sources, but that's what I felt from practice.
Okay. Nitin, question for you from Ujwal Maurya. Question, right? Comment. Ujwal Maurya says, Gambhir says, take a bullet for your country. Player says, bullet के नाम पे तोप चलाता है. You're on mute, Nitin.
Yeah, it's very very well put, beautifully put, humorously put. He There seems to be a sense of unease, isn't it? I mean, you can feel that in amongst the players. The players do not know, if there is insecurity in the team, Chandresh, then it's very difficult to extract performance from them. Gambhir, he it seems that he has kept everybody on tenterhooks because this let's make no mistake that this is his team. This He is the one who is wielding a lot of power. He is the one who's making all the decisions, be it pitch, be it playing 11, maybe even the 15. You never know. uh, and and I think when you have so much power concentrated, with one guy, there will be a little bit of there'll be a little bit of an issue. Uh, his moves have worked wonderfully in white ball cricket, but in test matches, I feel that when he had the template of England in front of him, where all his, I mean, we keep saying that this team is in transition. We keep writing, we keep reading that this team is in transition. But the same players who were supposed to be in transition and the same players who were new, they went to England and they scored runs, right, on decent pitches.
Yeah.
Then why again have you disrupted the plan and made these same guys look so vulnerable by choosing to play on wickets like these? So it's
Nitin,
yeah,
just a counter to this.
yeah,
Whenever Indian cricket has been successful, I'm just
mm,
playing devil's advocate here. Uh,
yeah,
Relatively successful during Saurav Ganguly's time. He was
yeah,
the man in charge.
yeah,
John Wright and Rahul Dravid were in the background. When Greg Chappell took over, Dravid was in the background and Greg
yeah,
was in the forefront. For about 14 years, we had two very strong captains, Dhoni and Kohli.
yeah.
Uh, is that the way to go, or is the way to go, or is Indian cricket not ready for a strong coach like we had with even Bishan Bedi back in the day, or Greg Chappell and now Gautam Gambhir?
I have no issues with the how strong a coach is. I have issues with the decisions that have been made. It's you know, as I keep saying, these decisions are fine for white ball cricket, but in red ball cricket, when and what have we done here? I mean, let's for a brief while, you know, see what we have done. We have put guys in places and made them play, uh, on surfaces where they have not played at all. I mean, it's like going to a Chinese restaurant and ordering for dosa. Because they've been playing because they have not been playing on pitches like these in domestic cricket. We don't, because what with the new rule that we have for curators now to leave 6 mm of grass all over. What is? Am I right? Is that the rule now in domestic cricket to have 6 mm of grass consistently for the game to start? So,
Not really, because in BKC, Mumbai resorts to turners to win matches. So
okay.
more than that, it's about neutral curators. So you don't see
Uh,
out and out because neutral
Kotak
curators are there.
that move also, like probably it was a kind of a veiled criticism of the Virat Kohli regime. I don't know, like because he said that that was not the right move because there was a generation of players who forgot how to play spin because the matches were being played on Ranji Trophy matches were being played on pitches with grass, where once the grass died, it became very easy to play out those draws.
Yeah. So my point is, are we questioning players' ability here, or the decision of the management to play on surfaces like these, where the odds between the two teams, the talent between the two teams gets very narrow, and you end up bringing the other person's bowling skills to the fore. Whereas on proper pitches, your bowling lineup is skilled enough to compete well in a 4 or 5 day game, where more skill and greater pedigree will eventually come through. But here, what we have done is, guys, and let's take this into account that Maharaj had a very very poor game, and we ended up weaponizing a bowler who has come to India after 10 years and taken 8 for 51. So I think this blame should lie on the coach's door.
There's one more comment from We Are Just Human. He says, cut some slack for Gigi in 2025. You played 77 overs and can't chase 193 at Lords. You can't chase 143 at Mumbai, 123 at Kolkata. In the meantime, England chased 250 plus target 6 times. Where's your ability? So basically, he's saying put the blame on the batters.
Do England play on such pitches? Have their chases been on such pitches?
No.
No. So
England is playing baseball. We are playing akhada ball.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
terrible.
There's one more super chat, one more question for you, Gigi, and this is from one of our subscribers. Uh, yeah, it's about whether who's going to be the captain for the ODI series. Do we have an answer right now on who's going to be the captain for the ODI series? Whether it's KL or is it someone else?
Before the show began, I was discussing this with Nitin, and he was we were brainstorming, and he was saying that KL Rahul could be a good option. Then I saw somebody in the question section had asked about whether KL Rahul would be the captain. I guess KL would be a more sensible option. He's led the team in the past. Rishabh was not even a part of the ODI team not too long ago in the Champions League. He was not there in the 11. He was there in the squad. And he's also trying to cement his place in the ODI side. So I think to also burden him with captaincy थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. Maybe I think KL would be a safer and more better option. Going ahead with the captaincy, I guess Rishabh is good enough to sort of give Rishabh a go here in the Test match because Gill is not available. But in the ODIs, I guess KL giving the captaincy to KL. But then I don't know whether KL is not keen on captaining these days. He didn't captain the Delhi Capitals despite being offered the captaincy last year. I don't think this year also he would be interested. Maybe if he had moved to KKR, he would have taken up captaincy. I don't know, but that didn't happen. And with the Indian team also, I don't think he's been too. He's focused on his in a phase of life where he wants to play, 3-4 good years of 3-4 years of good cricket and sort of then walk into the sunset. So I'm not too sure about. In which case, I guess Rishabh is the only viable option that we have.
I was just thinking, Gigi, that in the last 1 year since
And I
uh,
will not be very surprised if Shubman Gill ends up playing the one day series.
Yeah.
Like, like I think he is on the recovery route. even if he doesn't get fit for this test match, which is probably touch and go, he's there with the team. He's doing the rehab. There is a significant chance that he'll probably play the ODIs.
One idea we can have. One thing we can do is we can have a game of snooker. Organize a game of snooker with Rohit and coach Gautam Gambhir, like how it was long back between a captain and a coach, and break the ice, and then go and get Rohit to captain in the ODI series for the time being.
अक्षर पटेल भी हो सकता है कैप्टन अगर गिल फिट नहीं है तो so
नहीं,
don't
वो
do this
उज्जवल मौर्य
like
सिंह, जीजी उज्जवल मौर्य सिंह इंडिया की कैप्टनसी कौन मना करेगा?
हाँ,
exactly
सही बात है, कौन मना करेगा? और
नहीं नहीं,
थोड़ा
आप कह
रोहित
रहे थे
को
ना केएल राहुल के बारे में, इसलिए।
No, KL Rahul, because I feel that he might. There's a small doubt in my mind that, and I really don't know it. I'm just guessing it. I'm not saying he karega he. I'm guessing it that he might because he might not want to sort of he's in a phase of his life where he wants to sort of just play do as well as a batsman because in the first of his career he has not done justice to his tremendous potential and his ability. ये
So
last 2 साल से he's picked up, yeah.
just wanted to say, just thought about it, Gigi, and I want others to weigh in also, if possible, that in the last 1 year that Gigi's been the test coach as well. If Rishabh Pant does go on to lead India, he'll be the fourth captain for India in test matches, either by design or default. Gigi?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But वो तो mostly by default ही only. That's also a lot of because Gill was promoted as a captain in all the formats in at least 2 out of 3 formats. So इसलिए वो problem है. You going through a transition, and Rohit's form went down. A lot of multiple reasons. अब ये तो this injury was completely unexpected, but at the same time expected, as Nitin famously asked Mr. Agarkar, about Gill's workload, and which was now not taken care of, and we are now seeing this day that we are now looking for another captain.
Yeah, so bottom line is TOI journalist से कोई पंगा नहीं ले सकता.
बस बिल्कुल.
DD asked about retirement to Rohit, and Nitin asked about workload. मतलब बच के रहना.
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
Okay. DD, there is one specific comment on you from one of our subscribers. I'll just pick that up. But before that, there are a few comments on Ashes, which starts tomorrow at Perth between England and Australia, traditional rivals. Crick Sport Bharat says, the way things are going, I'm more keen to watch Ashes than Indian matches. Reed Savla says, real cricket begins from tomorrow. The Ashes. No pitch drama, no coach drama, just pure cricket. You want to take that, Didi?
Yeah, I kind of agree because they play cricket on pitches where like cricket the way it needs to be played. Like you're playing a 5 day test match. You try to ensure that it goes 4 days. At least you give conditions where the test can at least last 4 days. Then it of course it boils down to the skill of the players at the end of the day. But then if conditions where there is a chance for batters, chance for bowlers, everything. So and as I we have seen in Australia, even in the last series, barring that SCG pitch, which was a minefield, and Australia did that because they were 2-1 up, and that win would have sealed the WTC spot because before the Sri Lanka series, that's why they did that. But till then, they were playing on good pitches. Of course, pink ball is different. It tilts it in their favor because they're good at it. But they play on good cricket pitches where there is a proper contest between bat and ball. So the idea of a contest between bat and ball that we all look forward in cricket. And yes, like if he chooses Ashes over India South Africa, then probably he loves cricket more than Indian stars, and that's pretty fair.
Okay. Rangers has a question. Didi, I wanted to take that. Is Harshit Rana the front runner for being captain? Young blood can turn out to be Graham Smith for white ball for India.
No, no.
Okay. Didi is being like Inzamam Ulaq. One
No,
word.
these are like you are like you have to speculate and talk about things that are not going to happen, that will not happen, should not happen. Like makes no sense. Why should Harshit Rana suddenly be a captain? Like there are enough and more players who are better than him and should be captain or could be captain. Why should Harshit Rana be even a discussion? If it's a banter, it's fine. Like we can have a can have fun over it. But it's not a serious discussion. I'm sure even the one who is questioning knows that.
Okay. Pratyush, Ujjwal Maurya has a question. He's saying, ये अगरकर डोमेस्टिक मैचेस क्यों नहीं देखने जाते? इंडिया में तो अकेला छोड़ छोड़ दो टीम को.
Abhi, this entire domestic Ranji season is very depleted. The tough. I mean, हमने कल भी we spoken about it. Like the best current crops are either playing A और India अभी तो emerging भी चले गए. So अभी नहीं जाते तो हो सकता है वो चेयरमैन अब सेलेक्टर है, उन्हें टीम के साथ ही जाना है, ओडीआई का भी देखना है, ओडीआई का भी सिलेक्शन है. There's lots of things जो हमें नहीं दिखती, जो मे बी that is going on behind the scene. So maybe, but other selectors जो है, I mean, I think others are going. दो का तो मुझे मालूम है, बाकी मतलब हाँ, बट जाते हैं यार मैच देखने के लिए. मतलब यहाँ पे फिरोजशाह कोटला में एवरी टाइम देयर वाज अ सेलेक्टर, सो कोई ना कोई देख रहे थे मैच. एंड इट इज नाउ ऐसा भी हो गया है कि दे गो एंड वॉच अ पर्टिकुलर प्लेयर आल्सो, कि जो अभी इंडिया प्रोबेबल में है तो उसको भी देखने जाते हैं. और सरप्राइजिंगली अभी द ओनली क्रिकेटर जिसको अगर आप देखने जा सकते हो, सिंस करुण नायर का चैप्टर आपने क्लोज कर दिया है, ये सरफराज खान. अभी आप जाके उसको देखो कैसा है. एंड अनफॉर्चुनेटली द गाय इज नॉट एबल टू स्कोर रन, जहां पे एक दिल्ली डिस्कार्ड इज प्लेइंग फॉर गोवा एंड इज द लीडिंग रन गेटर ऑफ रणजी एलीट. सो आई मीन, ऐसा ऐसा डिप्लेटेड डोमेस्टिक सर्किट है फर्स्ट क्लास का अभी. सो आई डोंट नो हाउ गुड इज इट, हाउ हेल्दी इज इट, इससे क्या फायदा हो रहा है. सो बट
Plus,
हाँ.
Pratyush, this comment by Shubman Goel is saying that when most of your playing 11 batters played India a game for preparation, then why did they play on a green and flat track when they were expected to play on turners? Thoughts? Fair point.
This one thing you'll have to understand. I think Rahul Dravid categorically mentioned it during his tenure कि WTC का point system has made the host bit greedy, कि अपन को points चाहिए, जीतने हैं. वो PCT भी होता है, just like अभी आप बता सकते हो since you've been, नहीं आप तो बट अभी वो समझना मुश्किल है अच्छे अच्छे आईआईटीएंस मैथमेटिशियंस को कि वो कहना क्या चाह रहे हैं उधर ना, उधर मैथ्स में पॉइंट सिस्टम इज वेरी, इट्स आई डोंट नो, आई फेल टू अंडरस्टैंड. एंड आपको जीतना है, सो इफ यू वांट टू विन आप ऐसे पिक्चर प्रोड्यूस करते हो. बैंगलोर में वन बैड पुअर जजमेंट बाय रोहित शर्मा, वो वहीं से स्टार्ट हो गया टॉस का. एंड इट काइंड ऑफ कॉस्ट हिम हिज कैप्टनसी. फिर वहां से ही कैप्टन कोच का स्टार्ट हो गया था. उसके बाद आप डेस्परेशन में यू प्रिपेयर टू रैंक टर्नर्स, जहां आप हार गए. एंड आप यू लर्न एब्सोल्युटली नथिंग फ्रॉम दैट. वेस्ट इंडीज को आपने हल्के में लिया तो ठीक है, ऐसी टीम है वेस्ट इंडीज के, एज नितिन सर सेड लास्ट इवनिंग, की कंसिडर भी नहीं करना चाहिए. अगेंस्ट साउथ अफ्रीका आपको मतलब साउथ अफ्रीका ने आपको दिखा दिया, आई फील लाइक आपने ट्रैप बनाया और आप फंस गए. सो
Okay. Rangers 8 is saying, why is DD being serious? It was a joke, Chandresh. No, he's smiling. See, he's smiling.
Yeah,
Ujjwal
yeah,
Maurya
I'm just
also has a.
tired.
Uh,
Slightly tired. It's unnaturally hot in Guwahati. I'm coming to Guwahati after a very long time. November used to be very good in Guwahati, but it's unnaturally hot. I'm just a bit tired standing in the nets for the whole day. I'm getting old
Ujjwal,
also.
Ujjwal Maurya 8693 is saying, DD sir looking like South Indian movie villain.
Villain. The Fahad Fazil kind of villain or what villain? You should specify.
Okay. Nitin Pushpawati is again very angry with you, like she was yesterday. She's again spent 100 rupees to show her anger. She's saying, Nitin, what insecurities? Really? Don't create false narrative. Really? How many changes he made in Test squad? He did not make more than 4 to 5 changes every match.
So she's saying 4 to 5 changes every match is fine. That's what
Yeah,
she.
yeah.
Oh, well, I really hope that you know um, the 100 rupees are better spent.
Okay, okay. Uh, Gigi, there's a question for you. Why we suddenly lose all the home test matches just after one guy enter that dressing room?
No, 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 I don't agree to that. We lost in a Rahul Dravid also. We lost in Indore. We lost the test match. This whole approach only is faulty. ठीक है ना? See, you started a game. You started a game where initially you were dominating that game. ठीक है ना? 15-16 से start हो गया था with Virat and Shastri. ठीक है ना? Then it kept on. You kept playing that game. There were times when there were good wickets also under Kumble one season. ठीक है. There was a bad wicket in ऐसा नहीं है even in Kumble's coaching there was a bad wicket in Indore in Pune in Pune where Steve Smith scored a brilliant second innings 100 and I remember lunch के पहले square I think first over से ही spinner डाल रहे थे ठीक है ना that match also you lost in 2.5 days and then you came back in the series on much better wickets. I mean the Bengaluru one wasn't great but Dharamshala was great. So ऐसा नहीं है you've lost your skill against even half-baked spinners, even half-decent spinners on these tracks has gone down. But it is your refusal to learn from the past mistakes and make decent tracks that is costing this thing. And I think with Gautam, the problem is that he's showing a bulleted approach. And he's not, and really the BCCI bosses should also look into it कि हम क्यों कोच को बार-बार कोच और कैप्टन को हम लोग ये विकेट्स इस तरह के दे रहे हैं and spoiling our home test season. It has become a joke really. 10 दिन का वो मैचेस शेड्यूल करते हो आप 4 दिन खत्म यू कैन एक्चुअली प्ले 5-6 टेस्ट मैचेस इन दिस पीरियड अगर ऐसी क्रिकेट खेलनी है आपको तो यू कैन प्ले 5 टेस्ट सीरीज अगेंस्ट वेस्ट इंडीज 5 टेस्ट सीरीज अगेंस्ट साउथ अफ्रीका 10 टेस्ट मैच हो जाएंगे आपके ठीक है ना तो लाइक दैट तो एंड यू आर एक्चुअली नाउ अदर्स हैव स्टार्टेड मास्टरिंग दैट गेम इट्स वेरी सिंपल इट्स इन ऑल वॉक्स ऑफ लाइफ you initially the Sandola team struggled then they realized कि कैसे इसको वो करना है South Africa is riding a wave already they've won the WTC final a lot of good players are coming through and I believe that I think Nakwe or somebody had come in 2018 in South African cricket and तब से I was told by somebody in the South African board who was recently here for the T20 Women's ODI World Cup so she was telling me that there are a lot of good things that have happened to South African cricket since then. So they have worked. I mean, they also have a problem with their with wickets in the international home season, the test wickets. They're also not doing a great job at it. But still, I think we need to improve badly in this department. Unless we don't make better pitches, this thing is going to keep going and batsmen आके जाते रहेंगे. It started with Pujara, Rahane, Rohit and Virat sinking. It will now stretch to KL Rahul, Yashasvi Jaiswal, and your next lot, Sai Sudarshan and so on and so forth. Unless you don't improve your approach, I don't see, because Bhagwan bhi nahi khel sakta hai wicket. I mean, Bahuma scored half century. You had 1 half century in the entire match. That's not how a test cricket should be played. Simple as that.
I have a strong suggestion in this, in this pitch thing. See, sometimes you understand where the team management is coming from. These WTC points, basically, the desperation for WTC points. And these days, home draws are like defeat for the 3-4 WTC final aspirants. So what they should probably do in this marquee series is that if it's a 4-test series, then use 2 tests for WTC cycle and 2 tests outside the WTC cycle. Where so that this desperation for these results, etc., that is not there. Then probably you will get a little bit of cricket, and then there, as and when there is, because India it's a difficult country. That also we have to understand, and we have only one sport. And when we do not make a final, there is so much hue and cry. And Makkalam hasn't won a thing for England. Still, he is the coach for so many years, and so revered around England. So this idea. So I feel if this marquee series, they should break up those series, have 2 matches as WTC for WTC points and 2 matches outside WTC. Then I think probably a better balance will come in.
Maybe ICC should employ neutral curators. I don't know. Maybe not the main curator, but somebody from the ICC coming over to oversee the wickets and a penalizing system where you get penalized points if the wicket is bad. In terms of like that. WTC.
So will you penalize if the pitch is bad in Ahmedabad? Say, would you penalize that one?
Ahmedabad में bad pitch अब कभी नहीं बनेगा. That much I can assure you.
But then, you remember the Ahmedabad pitch where India played pink ball test against
अभी नहीं बनेगा.
Was the worst cricket pitch ever used in India.
Yeah, after that नहीं बनेगा वो, after that experience नहीं बनेगा. 23 BGT last test match was played on a flat track, and very clearly the team was told
No,
कि
that
आपको
no that
अरे
no
अभी
that was played on a flat track because India had
वेस्ट
already clinched the WTC final
yeah, that
spot.
is
That's
true.
why
Yeah,
they
but
chose to
also,
play on a flat
yeah,
track.
but also based
well
on the experience of Ahmedabad, because the Gujarat Cricket Association realized that it is the association which falls in trouble. When these kind of wickets are prepared, and that is something that all the associations in India are realizing. Even the MPCA, the Madhya Pradesh Cricket Association, realized that it was a mistake to accede to the team's demand and go for an akhada out and out. So, इसीलिए now states there will be a revolution. Ultimately, states will realize that boss, you get a test match after long, and then your coaches and captains come and ruin it. They want to take 20 wickets in 20 balls. Test match शाम तक खत्म करना चाहते हैं. इसीलिए the only solution to this is to stop this, because it is वो तो करके निकल जाते हैं. जो बाद में mails and so on and so forth, all the dirty work is left to the associations to do. So I guess that is why I'm saying the BCCI bosses are also, I think now at least hopefully they're beginning to realize कि एक mistake है to keep acceding to the demands of the team management and go for these wickets and ruin your home season.
Okay, Rangers 8 is saying if GG says that rank turners started in Kohli regime from 2015, then I have to believe Virat Kohli is the best spin batsman ever because his home test average from 2016 to 19 was nearly 70.
But in 18-19, you beat South Africa, he scored a double hundred, I think, and so on. So he was in the form of his life in that phase. Post COVID, his form really declined, and we still played on turn. We played on some very bad turners, as Dwapanda was just mentioning in Ahmedabad. I think that series and all our batters were coming after scoring heavily in Australia in the BGT, and that is where I believe the Pujaras and Ranas and all. Virat Kohli also had a bad series, and everybody I blame nobody because ये wickets per loss of confidence होता है. When you're trying to play your shots and you get out, you don't know whether the ball will go straight, turn, do what. Joe Root
Okay.
took 5 for 9, yeah, in that one of the games, that red ball whipping
Ujjwal
ball test
Moria
match.
says McCullum केवल NZ को ही हराता है, घर का भेदी लंका डाए. But practically right, absolutely right. They haven't won a test series. Nitin, there are a few questions for you, but first I'll come to Pratyush. Pratyush, there are a couple of super chats for you. Pawan Bharadwaj, €2, huh? €2. So, jawab soch ke dena. Raj always smiles on my question. He agrees with Gigi. Do you agree with Gigi? And also, Pushpa Vati is angry with you also. She's spending 100 rupees for you also and saying, Pratyush really doubt on domestic player. Wow. Yash Dul, Smaran Ravichandran, Andre Siddharth, Sheikh Rashid, Akib Nabi, Mushir Khan, Vidwat Kavarappa, Gurnur Brar, good players on radar.
अभी कहाँ से शुरू करूं मैं? चलो ये डोमेस्टिक कर लेता हूँ. यस धुल, जब देवांग गांधी was the coach of Delhi team, yes Dhul was afraid to open, afraid to bat at 3, Delhi's winter. ठीक है. अकीब नबी, विद्युत कवरप्पा, 125 बॉलर. अगर मतलब नॉट इन माय लाइफ टाइम आई विल सी 125 126 का बॉलर प्लेइंग फॉर इंडिया. इन सब में जो नाम लिया उसमें से मुझे द वन आई रियली लाइक इज शेख रशीद. रियली क्लासिकल प्लेयर, ओल्ड फैशन, बहुत अच्छा कवर ड्राइव. मे बी I mean, he'll have to score 1,000 रन का सीजन. ये 600-700 रन के सीजन से कुछ नहीं होगा. Gurnur Brar, coming back to Gurnur Brar. Gurnur Brar in some way is the only one who might end up playing. एक आध टेस्ट इधर उधर, या फिर वो जैसे वीआरवी सिंह 4-5 खेल गए उस समय में. हाँ, तो वीआरवी सिंह का क्लेम टू फेम था दैट 150 बीमर दैट ही बोल्ड अगेंस्ट ब्रायन लारा एट पोर्ट ऑफ स्पेन. तो ऐसा कुछ हो जाएगा. So I was not saying this. I was saying it's a depleted domestic circuit. You have to understand that your 50 of the best lot is not playing. ठीक है, वो लोग बाहर है. तो वो एक पॉइंट है. एंड सेकंड, Gigi sir say agreeing. I smiled because I wanted to make a point that against West Indies, the first test in Ahmedabad, it was a rank turner. अभी वेस्ट इंडीज को अपन कंसिडर नहीं करेंगे. तो और रही बात अहमदाबाद की, तो मतलब बैटिंग मेरी, तो वहां सब कुछ आएगा. वी ऑल नो द रीजन. तो बस वही था. आई वाज लाइक थोड़ा सा डिसएग्रीमेंट था. दैट्स व्हाई आई वाज स्माइलिंग.
Okay. Nitin, a couple of questions for you. One question without money. Second question is with money. Manikpreet Singh saying, Nitin sir, मैं इंटरव्यू जीजी बोला था जब उनसे पूछा गया कि रोहित आप में रिफ्ट है, तो उन्होंने बोला कोच कैप्टन नहीं, सीटी जिताया, कैसे रिफ्ट हो सकती है? तो जब टीम हारी तो जीजी जिम्मेदार कैसे नहीं? जीत में क्रेडिट बस। Did you? I hope you got the drift of
Yeah,
that question.
yeah. He is right. I mean, I while he said that we lose as a team, I did not like the fact that he referred, that he spoke about that Rishabh Pant's bowling changes, because there it seemed that he said that the there was a difference of opinion between Pant and him, and had things been left to him, he would have started with Bumrah, and because he said that Rishabh Pant felt that two left arm spinners will work well. So he gave the bowling to two left arm spinners. So I think as a coach, he should have been a little bit more smarter and should not have let that come out. Because in the earlier sentence, he said that we lose as a team, we win as a team. So fine, then accept the decisions also that it was a team decision to start with both left arm spinners. Then here you do not put the captain under the bus.
Okay, one more super chat again from Pushpawati. Another 100 rupees for you, Nitin. She's really spending money on you. You should probably take her for coffee. Nitin, Justin Langer lost 3 home season test series under his coaching, 2 against India and 1 against South Africa. Did they sack him? Gigi should be sacked because of this.
Uh, Maybe not sack, but maybe replace. I'll maybe be a little bit more refined. Maybe have him for the white ball, setup. But I think for the red ball setup, maybe we need somebody who um, what do I say? Somebody who is more aligned to the team's thoughts, and somebody who is not so desperate for changes, for results, for every time you feel that there is this do or die, we're taking a bullet for the nation. I don't think it really sits well with a lot of the players here. And if this is a team that is under transition, then I think instead of intimidating them and instead of chaining them, I think we need to let them flower. Also, maybe one thing what I would like to what like to put out here is the fact that he also took over a test team that at a slightly difficult time when the fast bowling crop was kind of at its end. He had to unearth a new crop of fast bowlers. Your two leading players, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, were at the end of their careers and losing form drastically. And also, what happened when that famous 4040 losses happened under Dhoni and Duncan Fletcher was the fact that we had a young crop of batters whose whose primary aim was to play Test cricket for India in Rahane, Rohit Sharma, Cheteshwar Pujara, who had been brought up largely on red ball cricket. But now, when Gambhir is overseeing this transition, the next crop of why I feel this transition is going to be a bit difficult, and that is why I feel that we should play on better pitches, is the fact that a lot of the younger crop, their main diet is white ball cricket and T20 cricket, and their inspirations also, the younger generation inspiration is all white ball heroes. So, so that is why I feel that you ease the transition process by playing on better pitches. That's all I have to say.
Okay, Rangers is saying sack not replace is such a meta slap, and Rider CSX is saying Nitinji became Roko fan and again bashing Gigi. I didn't know that.
I have not become a Roku fan.
Okay.
Just one thing. A WTC winning coach is currently working in India.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Nitin sir, who will be scapegoat if we lose second test? I don't think it will be Ryan Tendaskate. Otherwise, Gigi will get injured. Uh, okay. Uh, yeah. So there's one more question, one more comment by Fit Monk. I found it very funny. Before I come to you, DD, it says he says मेरा next pass up तो 24 घंटे में ठीक हो गया. Gill should have consulted my doctor. So there's an opportunity. Okay, Didi, couple of questions for you from Shanu Kamal. How Shaz won two Test series in Australia, 2-1, 2-1 England, unreal. And there's one more question about from Shanu Kamal only. This time another 100 rupees. Shastri never lost home Test series, 2-1 in Australia twice. Asians now and India in 90s couldn't think of two Australia wins. 2-1 England. Don't compare with GG in Test matches. You're on mute.
Mute.
Mute. Didi, you're on mute.
Okay, no, yeah, I can't disagree much on this because yeah, that regime was different. Probably the quality of cricketers were also slightly higher. Uh, but if you look at it like in a very like in a methodical way, you will see that in the first 48 test matches that Virat Kohli was the captain, he never had the same 11. So that impatience which has become a part and parcel of this Gautam Gambhir regime was also there in Ravi Shastri Virat Kohli era also. But having said that, the quality of cricketers that were there in that team were better. Virat himself, then of course we know Rohit at his peak, at his peak in Test cricket. Then then Rahane was also there. Bumrah. See, Ravi Shastri's biggest uh, the thing that he has done for Indian cricket is that he has made Bumrah a test bowler. We never thought he would be a test bowler. That he and Virat Kohli and Bharatarun saw that potential, cottonwooled him, did not ensure that he's not made to play too much domestic cricket, etc., kept him in COE and made him the bowler that he is. So, Bumrah at his super prime, he got Hardik Pandya also for a good period of time. All those things kind of fell into place. And though with Hardik we never won a series, we won a couple of good test matches, but we didn't win a series. But yeah, and and 2018 we were just the Australia was slightly depleted, and we were the like highly superior team at that point of time. That was one series which we dominated and won. We would have won 3-1 had that FCG not been rained out. And 2021 was Ravi Shastri can take credit for that. It should be Rishabh Pant. Rishabh Pant, what he did in Brisbane was unreal. But having said that, to keep the moral high of that team after what it went through after that 40, 40 what 46, 43, what was it? All out, and
36 all
then
out.
all
36.
46 all out, and
36, 36.
36 all out, and the injuries, etc. Kept the moral high. So you have to give Ravi Shastri that. But at the end of the day, that what Rishabh Pant did in that innings, Rishabh Pant will probably do a lot of other things in his cricket life, but he will always be remembered in Indian cricket for that one inning.
Incidentally, Gautam Gambhir was one of the recipients of that impatience because he was picked and then dropped during that Kohli era, though Kumble was the head coach at that time in 2016-17. Okay, perfect time for us to wind up the show. And I want to wind up with final comments from everybody, starting with you, Gigi. Ashes prediction, Dhruv Agiwale is asking, what's going to be the final scoreline?
The last two series, if I remember correctly, have been very boring, very one-sided, right? Australia have been all over England.
No, Australia,
No.
England has not won a test match in Australia since 2011
15.
Sydney.
In Australia, but the last year of Ashes in
Last,
England was brilliant.
yeah, this was
England, yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
No,
So
Last two
Australia
Ashes
was,
series in England was brilliant. England has not won a test match in Australia since 2011
that is
Sydney.
also because Aussies are making akhadas for their fast bowlers in Australia. वो भी थोड़ा सा दिक्कत आ रहा है. Like the Sydney wicket was very bad on which India played. Only Rishabh Pant was able to chances arm and get through. So even Australia में ये problem है. They are also, I think, Ashes, but I think now with the first test now Cummins and this one not being there, Hazelwood, that sort of.
What's your prediction? Final series?
हाँ वही वही मैं कह रहा हूँ वो करके मतलब it should be hopefully be 3-1 in favor of Australia.
3-1 in favor of Australia. Pratyush?
And 4-0 Australia. अड़ा है.
4-0
England.
Australia. Oh, okay.
That's
Nitin?
bowler. That's bowlers.
Nitin? You're on mute.
I said yesterday also 3-1 and I stick to it.
3-1 who? Australia.
3-1 Australia, yeah.
Okay. Final word rests with you, Didi. What's your prediction?
Okay, I'll make it a little tighter. I'll make it 3-2 Australia.
Oh, interesting.
चलो मैं चेंज कर रहा हूँ. I'm switching to 2-1 in favor of England.
Oh, पासा पलट लिया यहाँ पर.
हाँ पाला पलट गया पासा पलट गया.
GG is changing. Okay, let's see what happens in the Ashes. But more importantly, Dwapan, you're promising us that you'll be there every day of the Test match.
No. difficult. Every day will be slightly
Just join us
difficult.
for 5 minutes. Just join us
As
for
and
5
when I
minutes.
can, I will surely. I'll tell Namaskar to send me a link. If I can, I'll definitely join you.
Okay, fine.
I will be
ठीक है.
there tomorrow. Tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow the preview day. It won't be a problem.
Basically, Dwapan is saying I'll be there for you in true friend spirit. Thanks a lot, Dwapan. We'll see you guys tomorrow, a day before the Test match, the start of the Ashes. Didi, Gigi, Pratyush, Nitin. Thanks a lot, everybody, for joining us here. And everyone watching, remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment on all our videos. That's it for now. We'll see you tomorrow. Till then, take good care of yourselves. Goodbye and God bless.